the previous session was a nice insight into the strategy playbook of OYO. There are more ways than one to do something, and we may want to take a look at the InMobi and Glance way of driving Indian entrepreneurship now. Now's the time to do just that. And our next speaker is passionate about building a world class product centric organization right here from India with a global footprint. He has diverse experience in product leadership, business strategy, and execution. So, right now, let me hand over the dais and let's hear it from Mr. Piyush Shah, co founder of the InMobi Group and president and COO at Glance. The stage is all yours, sir. Over to you.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for having me here today. As entrepreneurs, I think sharing stories are how we learn. So I'm really glad to be here with all of you guys. So thank you, Tycon, for hosting this. Very cool, interesting way to do this session. I saw that the theme of the conference is adapt, overcome, and improvise. And I thought it's very apt, for this time. I mean, we've all been dealing with this pandemic journey. And I think the journey has got these three parts. There's a crisis, there is that struggle that we all went through, and then in some form and shape, there's a new normal. And the new normal will have either good or bad outcomes. So while COVID and the lockdown are, it's once in a lifetime event, like it or not, this journey of a crisis, a struggle, and a new normal is most often the journey every startup goes through. Every startup goes through this journey many times in their lifetime. And I think that while collectively we've all suffered a lot as people, businesses are no different. I'm sure many people out there who run businesses and ventures feel the pain. But the important question is, how does one survive this journey? And how do you come out of the struggle? And then how do you really innovate for the new normal? And I thought it's a good way for me to share more of the InMobi journey on how we went about ourselves. We are now a 12, 13-year-old company, and over the years, you've seen a lot. There's a lot that has happened. And the question is, a lot of you have seen a good side. You've seen the press, the success stories, but there's a lot of shit, a lot of lows, a lot of tough times that we all have gone through. Every good startup has gone through tough times. The question is, what are those three core values that has helped InMobi adapt and overcome and improvise, no matter what the situation? And I'll cover a bit on that because I think it's very core to our success overall. I think there are 2-3 things that really matter for us. The first one is ambition. The second one is this core belief in ourselves. And the third, and a very special one, is this whole thing of grit and resilience. And in each of them, there's something beautiful in the way we have seen the world. On the ambition front, our whole vision and ambition was not to create a $10 billion or a unicorn or a large valuation company. The mission was to create a world-class product company from India. Like Google and Facebook have done that for the US, or Tencent or ByteDance out of China. And 12 years ago, we collectively thought, why can't we do this from India? Infosys did this way back 25 years ago in the world of services and IT consulting. But we needed a world-class product company from India. And that's why the mission, the ambition was big enough right from day one. It was important because a lot of people who joined us, they knew that this is something more special, something far bigger, and they loved the idea. It's not just the people who work for us in India, by the way, who feel close to the mission. It's also the people in China who felt, hey, this is great. These guys are trying to compete against Tencent and Alibaba. Or our team in the US, in the Bay Area, where they realized, hey, we are trying to compete against Google and Facebook right in the US market. So I think that ambition was very important for us. And that's the first value that actually mattered to us. But the second value is the belief, because ambition alone is not going to be important or enough in some sense. It is very important right in the early days, and even now for that matter, for us to have employees believe that this is possible, believe that we can compete against these biggies, believe that we have in us to do this out of India. And you know what we used to say and share? We used to say to our teams, especially in Bangalore and India, that guys, Silicon Valley is just a mindset. It's just a physical place. What really matters is here, right here in Bangalore, in this small place called Belandur, is our headquarters. This is the Silicon Valley that we've created out here. And it doesn't matter. This is our Menlo Park, which is Facebook's headquarters. This is our Mountain View, which is Google's headquarters. And people love the fact that they are sitting here in the headquarters of InMobi, working out of here. And then our US and other offices are satellite offices. And we created 30 satellite offices across the world because they are out there. A lot of people join us from Google or Facebook or Yahoo because they did not want to work in the satellite offices in India. So that's what happened for us. The other thing which people realized and made them realize that it's our same batchmates who came out of the same colleges, whether it's IITs or Gimbi College in Chennai or even Tech Chandigarh. It is the same people who are working in Google and Facebook and Amazon. It is your and my batchmates who went out there, got exposure, but it's the same talent. So that belief was very important. And I think we really invested on that, and people felt that when they saw this is just a mindset. But that again, ambition and belief alone was not enough, because then once you got started in the journey, is the real tough time started. And everyone goes through these tough times. I always say that there are more lows than highs in a startup. It's always more lows than highs. One can cherish and protect the highs, and we feel good about them. But in most cases, it's the lows in a startup that actually make you strong and bring out real character. And the third value, which I feel is very precious, is the value of resilience and grit, where we realized that talent and passion are overrated for successful entrepreneurship. I'm repeating myself. Talent and passion are overrated because everyone out there is talented and intelligent. Passion bhi thok mein hai. Every entrepreneur feels passionate about their idea. But the real character, the real muscle is when the chips are down, when the toughest situation happens. And then we saw in those times the real grit and resilience from our people. That's when the chips are down, is when we saw the best of our people rise to the occasion. And there have been many, many such examples where we eventually realized that hunger and grit are more important than talent or just passion. And each time when we saw that, we always felt more confident that we want to have people within us who are hungry, who can just relentlessly work on something and not give up. And it happened many, many times, many, many times. There was a time in 2016 when we were going through a tough journey. Our business was going through a crunch. We had cash flow issues. The press was writing all sorts of weird things about us, and we saw we had a choice of either giving up or just sticking around. And many people did leave the company, but there were some people who stuck along. And when we went back and made sure they all knew what was happening, every day we would share what's happening in the business. Where is the P&L? Where are the numbers? And it was amazing to see how these people struggled back and fought back and pulled the business back together. It was like saying, if I treat you guys as family in my company, who lets the family business die? You never do that, right? That's where a whole lot of people came together because InMobi was treating them like family, sharing the inner details of where things are going wrong or right, and asking them for help, asking them for fighting back. And I think we fought back. That year, 2016, where we were almost like in a tough spot. We actually came back and actually became profitable in that same year. There were other examples, but that example is special to me. Uh, Other examples was just the US market. Most people don't even know that we are one of the fewest companies who've actually got a huge market share in the US. Almost 2/3 of our market is based in the US. And we not only cracked US as a market sitting out of India, we also successfully launched in China. There's no other startup who has successfully straddled both US and China as markets. Both are like monster markets. And it didn't happen like a jiffy. It didn't happen the first time. I think we failed thrice and had 3 different false starts before US was successful. And we kept changing, kept figuring out stuff. And finally, we have a huge market share for ourselves in the US. China is a tough market. We all know that. And just recently, after 9 years of work, Wharton just published a study that we are ranked amongst the top 5 successful companies who are global and are successful in China also, along with big names like Hyundai and LinkedIn. InMobi was a 3rd listed there. So that's how it is sort of worked for us. And we saw when people have gone through such resilience, it eventually mattered. And the result was innate perseverance became far more valuable than innate brilliance. And that's the real reason why we've survived or done well or successful. Those are the key values on which InMobi grew. Those values are what made us what we are today. And what's the result? The result in these tough times is that we came back with not just 4 co-founders who run this company, but at least 100 people out there, at least 100 team members who operate like co-founders, who have that co-founder mindset, even if they're not called one. I think it's very special. It's so special to have 100 people who think company first, team second, and self third. It's like that. I always say it's like that Chak De moment when Shah Rukh said, I want you guys to play with for India first, Chandigarh second, and self third. And I think that's what is happening with at least 100 people in the company, where they operate like co-founders without being called one. So that's the InMobi journey. That's the story of how InMobi became special. But we didn't stop there. We did not stop at that. We learned from the InMobi values, and then we came back 3-4 years ago to build a second large, interesting company. And that company is called Glance. Glance was a bold attempt, audacious attempt for us to reimagine how Indians could experience the internet on their phones. To reimagine how you discover content, discover what is relevant for you in a beautiful manner, in a relevant manner, on your devices, without the need to go inside your phone and spend a lot of time looking for stuff. Many people said we couldn't do this. Most people said, hey, how can you as a large B2B company, which is in the enterprise space, how can you even imagine and think to do a business to consumer play? Why should Indians sort of use these products out there? How do you even build a product that is made for India? So that was the pushback we got many times. And then we saw a couple of failures, as usual. A lot of failures we had before we actually cracked Glance, as you see today. We had this whole launch called Meep that practically collapsed and bombed under our face. But we didn't stop at this. We knew if you're patient, if you relentlessly focus on this, and the same people who had built InMobi, most of them went there and built Glance. That's where the whole unique thing happened, where we came back and built a unique company that leverages the lock screen to help people discover all this content. And we focused on making it visual, on using video and vernacular. because only 10% of the company speaks English. And video transcends these languages. So we wanted something that was India first, that was Bharat first. We wanted to make something that Indians can utilize to discover content better. And this was something which even Google could not pull off. They were blown away by how we did this for India on the lock screen, on Android smartphones. And that's why they just partnered with us and invested in us. And to give them credit, they were humble. I mean, Sundar was humble enough to say, hey, this is a great product, guys. Let's work together. So our ambition on Glance is big. We want to make this on 1 billion devices out there. And we believe we can do so. Just as we believe we can do that for InMobi also. That's why between InMobi and Glance, we've seen such interesting success out there. What is the result of both these journeys? InMobi became the first unicorn in 2011 when we raised money from SoftBank. We became the first profitable unicorn in 2016. And despite all the challenges, all the troubles, we did not stop innovating. We used all the proceeds from our own mothership to keep innovating without raising fresh funds. And then we eventually came back with another potential unicorn called Glance. So it's been fascinating in this whole journey. And I think from there, we realized that if this is what it takes to build successful companies as entrepreneurs, how do we leverage our learnings as entrepreneurs to enable millions of micro entrepreneurs in India? That's where it brings me to our third investment and effort called Reposo, which is meant for millions of creators, influencers across the country, who I think actually are talent entrepreneurs. They are people who can sing or dance or do great comedy or cook well. And why shouldn't they treat this as a business? To us, those are the micro entrepreneurs who will build India's economy. They will actually build our country, because not all of them need to become doctors, engineers anymore. And I think that's what became interesting when a person called Juhi, who's a fashion blogger from Delhi, her parents used to say, "Ki tum job kab karogi?" But when she came back and started earning 1 lakh rupees a month by purely becoming a creator around fashion and beauty on Reposo and Glance, that became special. She became an overnight celebrity when she was presenting the final awards to Miss Femina India in Bombay. And that shows how these people can become big. There's another person called Shivam, who hails from Nangal in Punjab. And he was a musician who wanted to show his talent to more people. And imagine Shivam is showing his talent to 100 million people, crores and crores of people over Reposo and Glance, and making money and seeing fame and becoming the new celebrity. These are creators, we think, who are living the idea of a truly Atmanirbhar India. I think this is where we believe we can enable these people a lot more. They can shine, they can share the best work in vernacular, in their own languages, from tier 2, tier 3, tier 4 cities, and really support themselves, and this make this their primary income. Entrepreneurship is not just for the metros. It is becoming a budding singer in Meerut or the best biryani home cook in Lucknow. No dream is anyway too small now. And that's why I think that's been such an interesting learning from us as we work with those entrepreneurs. I'm going to use these values and summarize and conclude with all that I've shared. Each of these values I talked about is what is inspiring for us. And this year was a hard one, but last 12 years was as hard for us. And when I look at our team and our users we serve every day, I'm very, very inspired. I think our country has all the ambition, all the self-belief, and enough grit to create an economy of micro entrepreneurs, successful entrepreneurs. And it's so important that we are, as entrepreneurs, as people who founded in movie or glance, I think it is not just anymore to do this for ourselves or to feed our families or to just make InMobi a great company with great valuation. I think we have a much bigger responsibility because if we fail, no one will dare to dream out there. No one out there will dream to create their own InMobis. But if we succeed, and we have succeeded, we will allow and give birth to more and more dreams and millions of entrepreneurs who can actually use these values and build their own businesses and ventures. That's what I want to leave with you guys. I hope this was useful. I'm really grateful for this opportunity to share this experience, this journey from InMobi and Glance with all of you today. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. Really looking forward to hearing more often. Thank you so much.